I wanted to do a video like this today because I usually turn the camera on and start recording when I'm all hyped up. I've either finished a run or I'm still out on a run, when I'm all fired up. And it would be easy to assume that I'm always just this amped and I'm always fired up and it's always easy to stay motivated. So I wanted to do this video before my run today when I really ain't feeling it. I really do not feel like it today. I didn't eat much yesterday. I didn't sleep very well last night. It is dark, grey, miserable. It is cold out here. It is wet. Hungry and tired. I've got still a little bit of niggling pain in my back, so I'm not 100% sure how this run's going to go today. Every instinct in me is saying, just go back. Just go back. There's that voice in that head that says, just get yourself all tucked up, nice and warm. Just shut the world out. Everyone's fed up, locked down everything, fed up with the cold, fed up with not being able to do everything, all of this, that and the other. But if I don't get out and try, then how do I know? If I don't go out and try, how am I going to know whether I have that run in me today or not? Because that voice will always say stay inside, always. And I followed that voice for 10 years. 10 years, and it led me straight to death's door. And it always comes like, oh, it's going to be all nice and it's going to be all nice and comfortable when you're all just like sat inside and you've got your food and it always comes like that. And it carries on like that right up until you're at death's door, and then you're like, oh, what happened? Where's that voice gone now? Yeah, nowhere to be found. So I'm going to get going on this run, and it might turn out that halfway round, my body shuts down, mind shuts down and says, nah, it was the wrong call. You made the wrong call. It wasn't right to do it today. You don't have the energy. You're not rested enough. Your body's broken up and it needs more rest. Or it could go the other way. I could start running and within 10 seconds be like, yes, so glad I came out. Feel that mood elevate, that energy lift up. Just feel great, feel fantastic, and oh, I'm so glad I came out and did this. But the only way to know which one it's going to be is to get out and actually do it. See, in another universe somewhere, there's the Corin who's still sat at home right now, who didn't decide to come out here. Well, if you start listening to that voice too often, it doesn't take you to a good place. It really doesn't. So, I am on the side that says, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And it might not be my day today, but there's only one way to find out. So I'll ask you, if you're umming and ahhing over it today, how are you going to know unless you give it a shot? And if you give it a shot, more power to you. If you give it a shot and it doesn't work out, hey, okay, there you go. Another little lesson learned, chalked up to experience. So that's another feeling I know that maybe it wasn't for me today. But until you try, how are you going to know? So let's get started with this today. Let's get started. No more thinking about it. No more talking about it. No more imagination. No more prediction. Let's take a look and observe the reality of the situation. Where are we at today? No more talking. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, it's going to be good. Woo! I'm one loop in. It's about 2.5, 3 kilometers-ish. Feeling good. Already. Can you not hear the change in my voice? Can you not see the change in my face? Mood elevated. Energy up. This is all because I did not listen to that voice at the start that said go back. Now, as predicted, team, I got a bit of a fight on my hands here. Every single step, every single kilometer, I can still hear that voice, that negative voice that says, hey, Corin, you gave yourself the option to go back if you weren't feeling it. Maybe you should just turn back. But I can feel now, I can assess, I can check in and say, no, that is false. That was false all along. Because the body is willing. The body is willing. It's not the body that's telling me to go back right now. It's the mind. So here we are. We're about to tackle the mighty Stowford Rise. I'm in a fight with the devil himself right here. But these days, when the devil himself comes to my door, I say, wow, this seems a little one-sided. Did you not think to bring any reinforcements? Because I know his tricks. When you know his tricks, he has nothing to threaten you with. All I have to do is say, look, you've already sent plenty. You've sent plenty of demons and foot soldiers after me. You hit me with anxiety. Yeah, I took care of that. Depression, yeah, I took care of that. Addiction, yeah, I took care of that. He's like, what, addiction? That's a big one, isn't it? Yeah, don't worry about it. I took care of those things. Now what are you going to try and hit me with today? It's cold? Man, fuck out of here with that. Let's go. Once you see those tricks, once you see them for false, you are more powerful than you can begin to imagine right now. Let's make it to the top of this hill right here. Stowford Rise. We ain't fucking around today. We're getting it done. Alright. Now you two, start getting out of your own way. I'm giving you gold right here. I'm giving you gold. What are you going to do with it? You going to apply it, take it on board? Or are you just going to join that voice of negativity and go, oh, well, it seems he can do it, but I'm different. I don't feel like it today. I got this thing and that thing and the other thing. Man, alright, if that's you, then that's you. Good luck with it. Good luck, you stay at home. But if you want to be on the team that can pick up the pace, let's go. Oh, it's a fight. It's raw, it's intense, and it's aggressive today. Coming to the end of this second loop, that voice chimes in with his final trick, his final little sly illusion that he can hit you with. Comes in and says, well, that's 2 done. You weren't really feeling it today, so you can just take it easy now. You've done 2. There's no need for that 3rd one that you sometimes do, so just call it a day there. Now, if I check in and I'm honest with myself, does my body have 1 more in the tank? The answer comes back yes. So, considering that I'm in a fight with the devil himself, wouldn't it be a good idea to put him in the ground? So, whenever that voice comes in and says, nah, don't do that 3rd loop, I say, yeah, okay, let's hit that 3rd loop. This is where the battle is won. This is where it is won. When it's tough, when it's hard, when you're tired, when everything's feeling negative, he's coming at you with everything he's got. If you can win this battle more often than not, you can't win every fight, you're only human. But if you can win that fight more often than not, you will get there. And you will know a peace, a joy and a happiness that you can't even begin to imagine right now. Let's get this 3rd loop done and I'll see you at the end. I know I said I'd see you at the end, but I guess I have a couple of tricks up my sleeve too. Final hill time, final hill. And this is where all of the money is. This is where all of the progress is made. If I can get over this damn road, this is. Because this last one is when I got nothing left in the tank. Nothing. No energy. I've already done, it's probably 5-6 kilometers, I don't know already. 2 hills already. There's nothing left. Legs are like cardboard. Everything hurts. So this is when it's crucial to not turn back. Crucial. I gotta find a way over this road. I'll be there in a second. Alright. Finally made it over. Dodging cars like Frogger over here. Final hill. Final hill. Now, here is where my motivation for this last hill comes from. Not everyone has it, but here's where that motivation, that last 10% through the line energy, through the line effort, this last one is for anyone who ever made a change, whoever quit an addiction, whoever made those difficult decisions, whoever cut somebody toxic and negative out of their life even though it was hard, for anyone who decided they weren't having it anymore and they needed to lose some weight and keep it off for good. For anyone who ever said enough is enough. I can't change the world, but I can change myself. For anyone who dug down deep, took a long, hard look at themselves and said, what am I not doing? What am I not doing to move myself forward? What am I not doing to improve my life, my health, my family around me, my friends? What am I not doing? There's got to be something. It's a hard question to ask. But every time you get out here, get into a fight with it, get into that difficult challenge, that pain, that rawness, that intensity, you will learn something about yourself that you can't learn otherwise. You can't learn sat on the sofa, drinking hot chocolate, watching The Grinch. You will not learn anything. If you get yourself out here, put yourself through something, that is the greatest teacher this universe has provided you with, and it is right on your doorstep. Done. 3 and done. I feel buzzing. Buzzing. I feel something lighter. Thoughts clearer, more optimistic, positive. I've got good energy now. I've got good energy. I can go work on some of those projects with a clear mind, feeling good, feeling confident. Yeah, good feeling, good call getting out there. Good call getting out there. So you might ask, well, how do you know when it's done? Because couldn't you just push yourself through a 4th loop, 5th loop? How do you know it's not that negative voice? Well, great question. It is a good question. How do you know? Well, for me, a little sharp pain in the knee, like a little needle poking into the back of the kneecap. Sharp pain, that's a sign your body is telling you now that you're getting there. You're starting to really run on fumes. Janky pain in the back, I ain't risking a longer injury. So when it's done, and your body will tell you. So it does take a little bit of nuanced intuition to know when you're done, but do you see the difference? Do you see the difference between, oh, I can't be arsed, and that really is done for the day, enough? I think it's like 8-9 kilometers. I don't really count. I don't think that's as important as effort and intention. So just get out there and put the effort in. It doesn't, whether it's 8, 9, 10 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, it doesn't really matter. You're done when you're done. I think it's about 900 calories, something along those lines. It's all good. It's all good. Woo! So this is what I mean about like exercise. It gives you this direct and immediate effect. It's not like taking meds and you have to sort of wait for them to kick in, or, oh, it's a long, slow, arduous process, and maybe some point it's a journey, and further down the line you might feel a little better. All of those things, sure, fine. But with exercise, it's direct and immediate. It's not a drug, so you can trust that feeling. You can trust that feeling when you get out running. You're, oh, confidence starts to surge, and a bit of energy starts coming in. You can trust that, 'cause it's real, it's powerful, it's natural. We're built to run, built to move. So when you feel that energy, it's like, don't let the conditioning then start coming in and telling you otherwise. Because it's the conditioning that is keeping you stuck inside. It is the conditioning that keeps you feeling lethargic and miserable, low on self-esteem, low on self-worth, all of this. You have to find a way to overcome that. You don't have to, obviously. It's your choice. If you choose to stay in, then, well, good luck. That's not how I want to live my life. But I'll say this, and this might get a little morbid, but just I use this because it's a powerful example. But if you ever did find yourself on that hospital bed Imagine it, you find yourself on that hospital bed and the doctor's coming in. I don't know what to tell you, I really don't, because this thing that you have, it's not such a problem for sort of healthy people, but I'm looking at his chart here and your blood pressure's sky high. You're really overweight. All your muscles are weak, your heart isn't beating very strongly, really high resting heart rate. All your organs, they're just not, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, it's not looking good because your body just, it's not looking good. You're probably feeling pretty rubbish as well. What can you say? Say, oh, well, I mean, I would have done some exercise, but, well, it was cold. I would have taken care of my, I would have tried to eat a bit healthier, but I just like the taste of chocolate, and it's not going to cut it. It's not going to wash. It's like, well, okay, well, sure, but when it gets to the end of the line, your excuses don't back you up anymore. So, I am saying, don't listen to that negative voice. You listen to that positive voice, the one that wants what's best for you, the one that wants you to be happy and well and free and light and full of energy and experiencing the best that life has to offer you. That voice you can trust. It won't steer you wrong. But your conditioning, which could be many things, society, culture, yada, 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 you can overcome it like that. Years and years and years and years of the harshest, most brutal, strongest conditioning can be overcome like that by stepping outside and saying, I ain't having this anymore. I ain't doing this anymore. I think there is a better world out there for me. And come hell or high water, I am going after it. When that call comes to you, when you get that call, do not ignore it. You pick that call up and you take it. When that call comes to you to say, enough's enough, I'm changing now, I'm changing, then you're on the team, then you're on this army, and there is an army that backs you up. And I'll be running with you. I'll be right there with you every single step of the way. You better believe me when I say that. Every single step. Every time you overcome that negative voice, there's an army with you, and I'll be right there with you. Now let's go. Enough thinking, enough talking. 4, 3, 2, 1, go.